August, he released his latest record titled Learn on the Fly. He goes by the name of Will the Poet. He's with me right now. What's going on, man?
Hey man, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing real good, man. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, thanks for having me.
And congratulations on your latest record, Learn on the Fly. It is now available on Bandcamp and other rap sites as well. And of course, I first heard of you through other local hip hop artists, and I was there. I think it was called Album Listening Show. It was Best Friends Bar.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so and you performed some of the songs. Fred C was there. Vontae was there, and Jordan Jetson out of Louisville was there. It was definitely one of my favorite shows to attend this year, and that was the first time that I met you, and I'm definitely digging the tracks off the album, man. It's a very dope record, and true story. I just started a Bandcamp account, and your album's the first that I've actually purchased.
Oh
So,
wow, man.
you know,
Thanks, man. I really
so let's talk about this album. What made you decide to name it Learn on the Fly?
learn on the fly. Just basically kind of like a mantra or a saying, just as going through life and especially going through like the music game, the underground rap scene and all that. Um, it's just something that you have to do. Is literally learn on the fly and kind of piece things together as you go, trial and error, things like that, and then that also applies to life. So I mean, nobody's ever going to just have the winning formula off the top. It always takes some trial and error and some tweaking to get it to where you need it to be.
And there's 11 songs on there. There's some guest appearances, which includes Dave, aka Chill, of Driftwood. Actually on two tracks, first and the last song. You also have
Hmm.
Alan Poe. Shout out to Alan Poe. He's doing big things with his radio show on Thursday nights. Make sure you go give that a listen. Um, One of the standout tracks is Couple Days. DeBron Thomas on the guitar. And and I seen y'all perform that at the show that we were just talking about. Um, I love this song, man. I'm definitely sometimes I play this song twice on the radio show today. I played it like at the top of the show, but then I had to cut it short because my first guest called in, and then after the guest, I finished my first interview. I played the song again, this time in its entirety. So it's literally stands out to me. I definitely dig this record. What was it like getting to collaborate with DeBron on this record?
Man, it was dope. I mean, I first saw DeBron actually perform in one of the iterations of the Tribe Called Legs band that Shiesty Christ did, and he just was doing his normal thing, shredding on the guitar. And then from there, it was just like kind of just building just on a acquaintance basis. And then I asked him to get on the album, and from there we've been able to blossom a friendship from there. So it was just kind of like a thing, like, hey man, I got some tracks I want you to get on, and he was game, and it's just it's real fun to work with him. He's a jokester as well, but he's also a professional, and he sticks to landing every time.
And a lot of people know how talented DeBron is. And he's definitely been one of my best friends on the local scene. I'm also starting to see how he's been doing, outside of music. He's definitely taking a stand for what's going on with Cheapside and downtown. And I read his tweets from time to time. He's definitely standing up for what he believes in, and I respect the dude, and I support him in that as well. He's definitely making a difference in the community, and that's something that you don't normally see for a lot of artists, local or mainstream. So props to LeBron on that, and he's doing his thing out there.
Yeah, man, it's a funny thing. It's like actually from our friendship and just from doing this record,
Hmm.
I was able to kind of rope in with the movement and being able to kind of do some things behind the scenes with it and help the wheels keep moving. So that is one thing that definitely came from this song. Even is just a friendship and then a kinship and something like that as far as taking a stand in the community.
And yeah, again, shout out to DeBron. And I want to correct myself. Hashtag take back Cheapside. That's
Yes, sir.
so
Yes, sir.
that's so. If you're wondering what that hashtag means, well, now you know. Uh,
Yes, sir.
so also, now you put out two songs before you put out the whole album. The second song you put out, and you also performed this at the show at Best Friends Bar, is Hope, and then it includes Dave, aka Chill, of Driftwood Gypsy. That was actually the second time I seen him perform, and this dude got an incredible singing voice, so
Hmm.
soulful, and he fit that record beautifully. It's just a job well done on his part. You did two songs with him. The first song is One, which offering as Crystal Ann Boyer, and then there's a
Hmm.
song called Hope. What was it like to work with Dave on these two songs?
Well, he's actually like my cousin. It's probably like a 35th cousin or something crazy like that. But we're actually related a little bit. So I've been knowing him since I was a teenager and everything. So it was just about the right time to do it. And I had pinned a couple hooks and laid some vocals down and I was like, man, I really want to get somebody on here that's got some pipes. And he came in and on run and helped with that and helped just bring that hook to life as well as the hook on Hope. And then of course he actually came in and then added some more to Hope with that verse and just sitting there on the spot and just churning out that verse and then just singing it verbatim off the top of his head, man. So that was another crazy experience just recording those records with him and seeing how they went kind of from rough drafts to to something beautiful like within minutes, man. It was really crazy.
And there's definitely a message behind the song Hope as well. And you know, I definitely dig that record as well. Again, the name of the album is called Learn on the Fly, and you can get it at urbancreekmedia.bandcamp.com, which also includes Will's latest records as well. The Will World came out in October 2014, and another album you did, if I can just move this Skype thing out the way, My First Car Was a Caddy. Uh,
Yeah, that's actually that album. Actually, my longtime and co-collaborator Jay Ideas.
mhm.
That's actually a beat tape that he did, and it's a great beat tape, man. Some heat on that, and I would caution everybody if you're a rapper in this area or any rapper hearing this message, I would tell you to hit my man up and get some beats because that man is he's a sick man on the and that project right there, if anything, would be a starting point for you to just see the that he has.
Shout out to Jay Ideas, man. He's definitely become one of my favorite producers on the indie and local scenes. He's definitely his beats is crazy. So you know, all your artists, singers, rappers, rockers, whatever, get in contact with him. He got beats for you.
At J Ideas 11 on Twitter, man, he got beats.
So absolutely. Um, now, who do you consider your biggest influences as a hip hop artist?
Well, I always this is the people and it always throws people for a loop, but of course one of my biggest and maybe even main influence will be Outkast, um, Kanye West, Lupe Fiasco, Kid Cudi. But some of the actually the two my two biggest influences other than Outkast are female singers. One being Erica Badu and the other being Fiona Apple, and not even just with Erica Badu, like her voice and some of the riffs and things that she's done, I've been able to adapt them into my singing, and then just the whole landscape of how Fiona Apple did music, and then the crazy drums and things that she had in her records, man, was something that I really just tried to also put into mine.
Man, I remember that name, Fiona Apple. I haven't heard music from her in a long time. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
man, she's still around, man. I think she dropped the album on saying like 2014, 2000, something like that. She dropped the album not too long ago, and she's had quite a few albums since, around the 90s when she dropped Tidal,
Okay.
and then When the Pond, which were her two albums that the mainstream really picked up. But she's got albums on top of albums, man. She's been doing work. It's just when you get into music, when your time is up, man, in the spotlight, and she's still pushing though.
Oh, absolutely. She definitely making strides, and do music is another to hang on to it, regardless of how the music industry has changed. And yes, it has indeed changed throughout the years since she first
Hmm.
hit the scene. But to still do music and stay true to what she does and not try to follow people's trends, but stays in her own lane, she deserves props for that, and
Yes,
she's definitely underrated to me. I don't think she gets
yes.
enough credit for what she's done music. But I guess that just comes with this generation of music fans may not be aware of it, but I guess people listen to people that they know. Um,
Hmm.
and speaking of Erica Badu, I love me some Erica Badu. That Tyrone song, oh my goodness.
See,
That's
that's like my first introduction actually
yeah,
to Erica was like my mom had the what is that? Is that the Baduism tape?
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
think she had the tape and she would play that tape on the Saturday morning cleaning. And of course I had that had Next Lifetime on it, Tyrone. It had a lot of joints on there. So that's like when I first got into Erica Badu. It was just them Sunday cleaning sessions or Saturday cleaning sessions with moms, and then she just, of course, continues to put out like crazy, crazy music anytime that she blesses the landscape.
I love On and On. I
Yes,
also love the window seat song as well. I feel like every other rapper was doing a freestyle on that at that time, and she's coming to Louisville next year for what I've heard. I don't know. I'm at to try to make it. I don't know. I know my sisters want to go. They love themselves some Erica Badu, so I mean, who knows? Um,
there, yeah, that's a dope look right there.
yeah. So, before I let you go, man, why don't you go ahead and promote your social media links and where people can hear your music?
Okay, so like you said earlier, you can hit the site urbancreekmedia.bandcamp.com to get the album. Now you can also hit our website for Urban Creek, urbancreekmedia.com, and that'll send you pretty much everywhere you need to go as far as music and merchandise as well. You can hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at Real the Poet. That's RealThaPoet. And then if you want to get the album out there and you have other services, it should be available on Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, all of your streaming services. You should be able to pick up the album or at least give that a play.
Thank you so much for your time, man. Continued success, and I hope to see you again at some point. I'm gonna be at Soul Food show tonight with Fred C. Um, that's tonight, and I'm going to see Caught Ransom, Barty Badag on a show, Lex State of Mind. That's this coming Friday. But if not, I'll see you when I see you, man. Thank you for your time.
Oh, no doubt, man. Thank you.